And in October of 1997, there was an auction held in the south parking lot across the street. And Mike Mize and I were the successful bidders at that auction. It was a beautiful building. I'd lived in this general area since 1981 and drove by it hundreds of times and never understood why it was vacant, and it seemed like somebody needed to do something. Structurally, it was in very good shape. It was full of trash. It had been vacant for 20-something years, 25 years almost by the time we started construction. It's very much a new building, with the exception of the hallways are still the same configuration. The windows are all the same configuration, although they are new windows. But when Joni and Ray's grandparents owned it, there were probably 80-something rooms here, and now we have 30 apartments. And so all new electrical, all new plumbing, all new heat and air, new floors, new tile, new plumbing fixtures. I mean, pretty much everything is new except for the shell of the building and the floor plates.
This was just a regular hotel, you know. People were living here. It was packed, it was full. And of course all the hospitals around here, that's people would come from out of town. And you know, it was just a regular place to live to me. Say in the 50s now, when I was living here, there was a drugstore, and then there was a beauty shop, and I think after a while they put in a bar in there somewhere, and then the restaurant, of course, was right there. And it started going downhill in the 70s, and Delrose moved out in about 76, and after that it just really went down. Some other people bought it and tried to make it go, and they couldn't do it. They didn't have the money, I suppose.
I didn't ever think this part of Midtown would be what it could be unless the Sieber was rehabilitated. This is the 1-bedroom, 1-bath. It's about 800 square feet, and it starts at $1,000 a month, goes up $50 a floor. We pay water, trash, sewer, do all the maintenance, even light bulbs or air conditioner filters or anything. We do all the maintenance. Tenants would pay rent, cable, telephone, internet, whatever they want, and electric. The window, like the window behind Steve, always had that bullnose detail to it. They're slightly deeper now, and the sills are deeper because we furred them out and insulated when we did this, but that's very accurate to how they were. And then it did have a little picture rail up, and so we put a picture rail up. We thought that was a detail that would have been very common in the 20s when this was built. The color fixtures that we used are a series called Bancroft, which Color originally brought out in the 20s and recently re-released, and so we felt that it was the proper fixtures to use because it could have been in this building originally.
There's a picture of me and, well, our whole family from right here. And at the time, I was about 12 in that gangly age. I hate the picture. But it's the whole family, all of my grandfather and grandmother and all of us, all gathered together. I don't remember the occasion, but that was taken right here. It brings back a lot of memories.
We think it's successful now because of all the struggles that we've gone through to get this building completed and get it done the way that we wanted it to be. You know, we could have cut a lot of corners that we didn't cut. We could have spent a lot less money on the apartments themselves, but we wanted it to be right, and we wanted people to say, oh, I live at the Sieber, and people to say, oh, well, that's cool.